I saw myself turning off the light, even before I touched the switch. I still don't know when it went wrong. Maybe at the moment when I agreed to participate in the project, or when I first saw the recording from that camera, or maybe much earlier than I think. I worked as a freelance videographer. I shot commercials, clips, sometimes documentaries. Nothing special. Ordinary work that allowed not to sit in the office. One evening they wrote to me from an unknown number. The message was brief. I need an operator. Night shooting. Good payment. No questions asked. I would ignore it if it wasn't for the sum. It was 3 times higher than usual. I answered. The location is an old scientific center on the outskirts of the city. The building looked as if it had been closed about 10 years ago. Peeling walls, dark windows, silence all around. I was met by a man in my 50s. Grey hair, tired eyes. Are you an operator? He asked. Yes. Great. Just call me Igor. He didn't give his hand. It was surprisingly clean inside. Not like an abandoned building. Rather, like in a place where they hide. We walked through a few corridors and went down. There was equipment in the basement. A lot of equipment. And one camera. She looked different. Not new, but not old either. Metal body, unusual shape of the lens, as if it consisted of several layers of glass. It's her, said Igor. What exactly should I shoot? He smiled, but there was nothing warm about that smile. You won't shoot. You will watch. I thought it was a strange art project. Does the camera record? I asked. Yes. And what's so special about that? Igor paused. She writes down what hasn't happened yet. I laughed. He is not. They gave me headphones and put me in front of the monitor. Just look, said Ihor, and tell me if you notice something. I turned on the camera. There was a corridor on the screen. The same one we just went to. Empty. Nothing surprising. I already wanted to say that it's stupid when I appeared on the screen. I went into the corridor. What the? I turned around. The corridor behind me was empty. I looked at the monitor again. On the screen, I went to the door and stopped. Is this a record? I asked. No, Igor replied quietly. On the monitor, I raised my hand and turned off the light. The screen sank into darkness. In the same second, the light above my head went out. I froze. My heart was beating so that I could hear it in my ears. You did it? I whispered. No. Is this some kind of delay? No. I slowly raised my hand to the switch. Stopped. Turn it on, said Igor. I clicked. The light came back. Look again, he said. I didn't want to, but the curiosity was stronger. I looked at the monitor again. Now the camera showed the room. The same one where we were. I was sitting in front of the screen. Igor stood behind. Everything is as it is now. But I turned abruptly in the video. Who's there? I said. In reality, I haven't moved yet. What do you see? Asked Igor. I'll be right back. Take your time. I stood up on the screen, slowly turned around, and looked directly into the camera lens. My face was pale and scared. There? I said in the video. There's someone there. I turned around abruptly. No one. You can't see anything, Igor said calmly. But I said that. The camera shows a variant of the future, not necessarily the one that will happen. Option. If you change your behavior, the result will change. I was silent. Sit down, he said. I sat down. Look further. For the next few minutes, I saw us just sitting. Then, the door behind us slowly opened. On the screen, someone stood in the dark. Silhouette. I didn't see the face. Who is it? I whispered. We don't know, Igor replied. Is it a person? Look carefully. I was staring. The figure did not move. But something was wrong. Wrong proportions. 2 long arms. It's not a man, I said. Igor was silent. In reality, the door was closed. I couldn't take my eyes off the monitor. I stood up in the video. Don't do that, said Igor. But that's just one option. On the screen, I took a step towards the door. The figure slowly tilted his head. as if she was looking at me. I felt a chill down my back. "Turn off the camera," I said. "Why?" "Just turn it off." Igor pressed the button. The screen went out. I was silent for a long time. "How much time does she show in advance?" I asked. "Usually 2 to 3 minutes. And you use it for?" "What?" "First, for research. And now?" Igor looked at me. "Now we are trying to understand why she began to show." Unnecessary. I wanted to leave. Seriously. But money. And curiosity. What should I do? I asked. "Just look. And write down everything that is different from reality." The following hours were strange. I watched us move, talk, do small things, even before it happened. Sometimes I deliberately changed my actions. On the screen, I took the cup. In reality, I left it in place. The picture changed, as if the camera was counting the future. But then something else happened. I saw myself on the screen. I was standing in the corridor. "1. Is it now?" I asked. "No," said Igor. "We are here." But I looked different in the video. Tired and scared. I was looking straight into the camera. "If you see it," I said on the recording. I felt the cold run through my whole body. "Don't trust him." I slowly returned to Igor. "What does that mean?" He was silent. "What does that mean?" "This is another option." I wouldn't just say that. "You don't know that." I looked at the screen again. My future self came closer. "Turn off the camera," he said. "It's too late." The screen trembled, and it went out by itself. "It's not normal," I said. "I know. She doesn't just show the future." "Yes. She's showing something she wants me to see." Igor didn't answer anything. I got up. "I'm going." "You can't." "Why?" "Because you've already seen." "And what?" "Now you are part of the process." I didn't listen. I went to the exit. The corridor was long. Quiet. I almost reached the stairs when the light went out. I froze. A sound was heard somewhere behind. Steps. Slow. I turned around. Darkness. "Who's here?" I shouted. Silence. Then I saw a silhouette. The same. From the camera. He was standing at the end of the corridor. Immovable. I didn't see the face. I could feel like he was looking at me. I rushed forward. Stairs. Door. I ran outside. The cold air hit my face. I didn't stop until I got home. The next day I decided not to go back. But there was a video on my phone. I didn't remember recording it. I opened the file. I was on the screen. In his apartment. I was sitting on the couch. And I looked directly into the camera. "You think you ran away," I said. I felt my hands start to tremble. "But she's already here." The light in the room was flashing. I slowly raised my head. It was dark in the kitchen. I turned back to the phone. The video continued. I got up and went to the kitchen. "Don't go," I whispered in reality. But on the screen, I already opened the door. Darkness inside. And silhouette. I dropped the phone. And in the same second, I heard a sound in the kitchen. Step. I understood. The camera didn't just show the future. She created it. And now, she looks at me. Right now. I'm writing this because I don't know how much time is left. The light began to flicker again. And I've already seen what happens next. I saw my head turn. Slowly. And I see him. He is standing behind me. And this time, this is not an option. It has already happened.